I guess talk to me a little bit about why you decided to run for county commission. I know you were a longtime sheriff. So why commission?
Well, my entire adult life has been involved in public service. 25 years in the state police, 8 years as the people's sheriff here in Marshall County. And this is just something that I thought that I could add to that and just further benefit the residents and the citizens here in the county.
And what are some of the issues in the county that you'd like to either see change or get a little bit more attention? Or
well, we're already on our way to a pretty good place here in Marshall County, and I think that we just have to be prepared for an influx of citizens that come, because I think what's going to happen, we've already got good things going on at Reynolds Hospital with their affiliation with WVU, Grandview Park, and then when the gas plant starts in operation with the construction, we're going to have an influx of people moving in here. And one of the first things that they ask are, how are your schools and how safe is your community? So that's something that, as a commissioner, I want to address. I want to make sure that the schools are up to snuff, and what I mean by that is just that they are the most modern, that they can offer the most benefit to our students. And right now, with the renovation to John Marshall High School and, of course, Cameron High School, we're on our way there. So it's just something that I want to make sure that our programs and our services to the community are the best we can offer anyone.
And you've been going to a lot of commission meetings. You haven't been out of the game, and you've been still active in the community, even though you're retired. Talk to me a little bit about what you have been doing and why you've been paying attention.
Well, I think it's just, it's since I retired, it's not like I don't have anything to do, but it's just something that I have been paying attention to. I still sit on the boards of like Reynolds Hospital and Grandview Park and Hoagie's Heroes and the Family Resource Network. And as well, I go to the commission meetings. And I think it's just, I want to stay informed because, and one of the things that I want to make sure that the citizens know is the availability. When I was their sheriff, when they called, they got me. They didn't get a secretary or they didn't get a clerk. And if they needed a sheriff, I was always available. And I want to continue that as their commissioner. When they call, if there's a problem, if they have an issue that needs addressed, I'll be there.
And as far as making Marshall County more business friendly, that's been an issue for commission and all leaders, really. Do you think that it needs to be more business friendly, or do you think you guys the commission's been on a good path as far as business?
Well, it's Marshall County's been an industrial county for over 100 years. With the coal mines and the power plants and the chemical plants here. And after a while, we became unused to the fact of all this heavy truck traffic. We still haven't gotten that under control, because I think that we're going to see that again. Maybe not right after the election, but I think once the pipelines finally do get started again, when the gas plant starts construction, we're going to see a lot of this heavy traffic again. And I think that's one of the issues that I think that all of our residents want addressed. They want these companies or these contractors to pay their fair share when it comes to damage to the roadways, because I think that's one of the biggest issues that everyone's dealing with right now. And the state is going to be they're going to be in a tough financial situation again. I think they got through this budget. I think they're going to be facing another tough one next year. So they're already looking to cut services. So I don't know. It's with Department of Highways, they're stretched as thin as they can be right now. So you can just imagine in another year what it's going to be like. So we have to be prepared. I'm not saying that we have to be prepared to repair the roads, but we have to be prepared to negotiate with these companies to pay their fair share, to pony up these bonds to make sure that when they damage the roads, they fix them and repair them.
And now you are running against someone that's already on commission. But what makes you the good candidate, or a good candidate, or why should people vote for you when they go to the ballot on Tuesday?
Well, you know, I've had 8 years experience with county government as a sheriff, and I think one of the things that a lot of people forget about is the fact that as a sheriff, you're not only law enforcement, you're also the tax collector and the treasurer for the county's money. So that's something that I took in hand just as soon as I took office. Was I looked at all the money that the county had and was looking at the interest rates that we were getting from the banks. One of the first things I did was start shopping for an interest rate. That would be something that any family member, any mother or father would do. How am I going to get the most return on our household budget? So that's what I did, and we moved the money to a different bank, and we saw a $160,000 per month increase in the interest dividends that we were receiving after I did that. So it's just, you're not only that, but I mean, I oversaw 4 budgets, the largest in the county, and we operated within those budgets, and it's just a fiscal responsibility and the experience that I have dealing with other people. I was also the president of the Association of Counties for a year. On the sheriff's side, I was on the National Sheriff's Association. I was on their Domestic Violence Committee. So I have experience dealing with other leaders in government. So between that, my fiscal responsibility, and just my experience with public service, I think I'm their best choice.